Hello, hello. Welcome in, Gecko, coming in straight away. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, it's hot, isn't it? I currently have got the windows open, but I'm kind of like tempted to shut it. But welcome in, everyone. I hope you are all well. You know what, I might actually shut it now. Because you know when you're just like, I'm gonna have to whisper. I just needed some sort of breeze because it's really hot. Oh, I'm really blurry. I'm gonna keep that on open, just like a little crack, so it isn't so open. But my god, it's hot. It's warm. It's sweating. The full suit might not have been the best idea. But here we are. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We'll help you well, Gecko. Let's go. I haven't actually had a chance to really catch up and going, how do you do the extra bits? So we're gonna learn as we go still. I think I have definitely missed a bit off. I've been out taking lots of pictures, so that's why I'm late today. Because I was making the most of it. Because I've got, as you can kind of see it, it's looking like it definitely needs a wash now after being sort of messed about with a lot today. So I now have got, I'm calling my Nuka-Cola hair. So I've got red bits in my hair. So I've been taking lots of photos. I've got lots and lots of photos and lots of videos to show you as well at some point. Oh, that thing has like, that's what that black thing has like nudged down. These go crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a Barry biscuit room. I mean, could you think of any other worse places to be? Yeah, it's quite warm, isn't it? So hot and stuff. I know this is only like day one. This is day one. Why is this really wonky again? Have you been making? Or am I mistaken? So. Thank you. My monitor just went black, and because I don't know what happened there. Okay, I'll leave that alone. I have got a bit of red and some fake lashes on at the moment. It's just because I've been out today taking some pictures with in the sun with my red hair. I say it's not like a red, so to speak, but I've got. But thank you. I was living it. Especially when I put my Nuka-Cola outfit on today. Alright, it's a picture of my food, but kind of like, I can't really see because of the dice. Yo, what's welcome in? I hope all is well with you. Oh, that's on. I've nudged everything slightly by getting stuff out. So this is like, oh, there's videos and there's me in Power Armor, and I've done some Nuka-Cola. So I was living it today. So, oh, where's one of my, so this is one I just posted on my socials, just so you can see more of the red. I'm not zooming on my face, but you can see. So it looks, darker, so I tried to take some pictures last night. I was like, yes, let's take some pictures of my new hair. I'm loving it. I haven't had my hair dyed about 20 years. I don't think I've got a comparison, but and I'm loving it. I had red in it before, and this time this is the most red I've ever had in my hair, which is I'm trying to see if I got a comparison photo compared to I think I did. There's a lot on here that I need to delete. Okay, so compared to that brightness, okay, this is an unedited video. This was inside yesterday, even with my ring light on. It was just like, I need to get out in the sunshine. So comparison, that was out in the sunshine, to then indoors. It's night and day, right? So I was really excited because it's something I've been wanting to do for years, is to put ages to put the colour back in. So it's like all around. It's a balayage. I've never heard of that before. Basic is a gradual effect, so it can grow out. So it's like she said, it was no maintenance. She said you could have whatever you like, but you'd have to come back in 6 weeks to top up. And I was like, yeah, I don't have that. And she was like, not that I don't want to see people, but she said I'd rather people then go for the balayage than I'd have to see them so often. I was like, do well. Oh, that would be. No, exactly, Gecko. Why is my mouse gone blurry? I don't know. There we go. You're right. What do I need? Oh, you had a red bow. Did not realize you had one. Ah, I do. I have. So I've switched out. I just had my two little hair bits up. I have got a little red bow, and then for my Nuka card, I was like, oh, maybe I should have had my hair, the two little bobbles on the side. So I did that for my power armor, and I was really excited. There is. You can have first exclusive, second exclusive because I sent it to my squires, who are in chat. Oh, it's just easier if I just open up the group chat, to be honest. Yes, my device is almost full. I wonder why. So here is an exclusive picture of me because I couldn't have to put the trousers on. So you're welcome. It says not on socials yet. How funny I look. I thought I've got to do a squat or something without my power armor legs on. Because I can put the legs and the boots on by myself. And then it's preceding that I then can't really bend and I could put the body on. I was really surprised that in my power armor today that I managed to put my body on both arms. I could put one pair of gloves on. If I did the other, it was like really hard to... You can't really, so I was trying to then take pictures of like one hand. And then I managed to put my helmet on, right? My squires will know how much I need, at least one or two of them. I managed to put my helmet on. And I filmed it, so I was doing some like, I mean it's gonna be in my garden, but I'm like, I don't care. Then I realised I shouldn't have moved my little table thing, but I don't care. And so I had my helmet, and I was just very like, get it on, and I got it on, and I'm like, yay! Now I've got to get it off. Yes, there'll be some videos coming of me in the power armor because I mean I could have put my legs on and my body on, but I also thought I've got to get this off, and I'm gonna be home alone until 10. I'll be streaming, so I could have shouted over the fence to the neighbours because they're outside having some food, and can you just come round? Actually, no, they couldn't even get round because the gate's locked. So yeah. So this way, I'm very excited having back in, and honestly, because it's quite neutral, but then when the sun's on it, I love it. Everything. Distracted by the fish. Love it. Okay, by a fish. So I'm really loving it. I'm loving it. I've fallen back in because, like, you know when you're just like, I need to do some more cosplay photos. I was like, I'm going to attempt to do this. I thought because it wouldn't look right without my Nukatron without having a head on it. So I'm aware that keeps flashing for some reason. So here we are. So there'll be lots and lots of photos, and I've got to sift through them because you know you've got to take about 1,000, which is fine because tomorrow I'm working in the morning, and then I have got someone coming around to cut some of my hedge back. So I'll just be like, don't mind me, I'm just going to be sat in doing content. And I've got some funny little videos. I said the ice cream man came round, not to my house personally, and so I was just like, let's just dance the robot. Yeah, we almost had, there are a couple of like almost fails. I don't want to give too much away. One is armor fell off, which is, you know, I'm by myself. And two, I almost, oh, I actually don't know where I put it. Did I put it? Oh, it might be in there actually. You know the clicker, so we were on about how you have a tripod with a clicker. So I was using my clicker. I think I turned my Bluetooth off. Yeah. I was using the clicker, and I dropped said clicker, and I'm on my decking. Now my decking has got gaps between the panels. This decking will be eventually going, and I'm like, shit. And I'm not gonna give too much away. Almost lost the clicker. So then I was like, there's then part landed on my boots. So I had my massive boots on. I was like, I could go barefoot, but I was like, I don't want my trotters on camera, really. You know? So you just see me like, I literally just stood there for ages, and I was like, if I move my foot, I don't want this to shove this down the crack or the gap. But I managed to save it, so, but there's some other things, so I'm really excited. As I said, there's a lot of content, so guess what I'm doing tomorrow? I thought I need to do it today because I can't really go out tomorrow because, so he'll be, I'm just like, just don't mind me. The fish was very dumb Roblox game. Oh, okay. I was like, some kind of fish, you got fish or something? I got a couple of good videos to post. I was showing Gecko about was cringing as I was still sure, but post it. I mean, there's some things on here I'm pretty sure are pretty cringe as well that I've just taken. So I've got pictures in my Vault Girl, and then I've got videos. Oh, I'm loving it. I just love the red. If you don't know, red is my favourite colour, which is very fitting. So only reason why I'm calling it Nuka-Cola hair is because when I went down to the hairdresser and she was like, which red? I said, I don't want a red because I haven't had it done for 20 years. Right, I don't want it to be like whoa there. So it was a bit when I walked out, I was like, oh my god. So these bits down here, like she said, one of I think it's this side is a lot more bright than the other. So she's done it so it's like pops and then some are faded and some are in. And she said, yeah, there's some people call this, and this one red I chose, and she was like, people call this like cola cherry. And I was like, let me tell you. So I promised her, I was showing her what I do. So I said, I'm going to take a picture of me and I show her my power armor. And then I'll show you what it looks like with the red. So she was very, very excited. In fact, I'm treating myself as well, chat. These lashes are fake. Actually, they have lasted. You know when they're old, when I took them off, because I couldn't be bothered to put my magnet lashes on, so these are my stick-on ones. I took them out the packet and they were sticky and they stuck on without needing any glue, and I'm like, I think I might need some more. I'm not sure. But I'm treating myself to having a lash lift as well on Wednesday. I've never had it. That just reminded me as well. I need to actually order something. So I'm kind of living it. As you can't really tell, it's a little bit there. Alright, fanfics are definitely cringe stuff in this community. I mean, we love it, right? We love it. Maybe I'll edit and send it to you, Gecko, for approval. Sometimes it's the best. Like, I said the ice cream man, and I was just like, that's content. That's content, because I know I'm behind on content. I have also got a Vault suit on its way. So this is I put it on chat and I pulled it up, and then there was another I don't know where it went, but it went somewhere. So this is why this is going like, as you could, even this bit there's like room, yeah, so it's not that I'm fat. It's not like it's stretched. It fits. It's just, this is like what it's like all over, and especially where you can't see on camera. So I was like, I could go out in the garden in my Vault suit, and I was like, you know what? I just want to stick to the Nuka-Cola because it's cola red. And then it was a moment I was in my power armor, and I just stood there. Was I filming it? And I just thought, I haven't got my hat. Wait. Nuka Breaker. I was like, Power Breaker? What is it? Nuka Breaker. And I thought, I am now dressed. And I was thinking, I didn't really want to go upstairs. I can't go up and down the stairs even when I've got my legs on. And I was like, because it's here. It's right behind you. It's right behind you. There. So we don't have that. We don't have the Nuka Breaker because I forgot to get it, okay? Not like you know, I was just like silly photos kind of thing. That voice clip from SpongeBob you might have seen on TikTok, they were fake. Of course they were fake! Like my lashes. Where he ripped his pants. I mean, that's quite true. I mean, this is why you're only going to see the top up in this. Cause I mean, the front bit's okay. It's just, I can't be bothered to fix the back. So I bought, it's a two-piece Vault suit. I've now got a two-piece Vault suit on its way. So we'll see. I bought it from Vinted. I came with a cheeky £10 off. Well, it's actually £9 off, but yeah, no, cheeky. I think they literally had it listed for like 59. I was like, 50? And then they took my money. I was like, okay. So it should fit, because I was going to get another one I saw on some other random website that was like 30 quid, and I was like, 30 quid for a Vault suit? What's wrong with it? But it was a unisex one, and you know when you look at it and go, that looks like a boiler suit kind of bagginess. It's not quite a boiler suit, but you know. But this one is a two-piece. I don't think I've seen other content creators have this, and I think I have been in 2 competitions with Vault suits. I'm treating myself to one. So when I go to UKGE next Sunday, I am hopefully wearing it. And I've got the bag, which I was going to show you. I was thinking, I haven't put any socks on either. Right. That is my monitor screen there. That might save me. Can I reach? Yes. So this is the bag that I was given by someone at work because it looks like Fallout, and I was like, yes. So I'm not quite sure. This is because the back thing it's on is gone like that. How cool! So it is a camera bag, but what was really cool, so because it's a camera bag, it has this front pocket. You see. So there is like here is a top bit, and then here is the bottom bit. I haven't quite worked out if you can take. I think you can take it out, or they said you can. Yes, it's velcroed in, so you can take it out because this will be a proper lens bag. And they put some caps in it for me. But also, I was more excited about anything. We have a holder for Vault Boy. He can literally have a holder to sit in, so it's huge. So, Gecko, this is what I'm taking to UKGE with me. And I will be in my Vault suit. So, I have decided. I was like, well, technically, it's tabletop because of Mephidius. So, I'm very excited to then be going to the Mephidius stand. There is somebody I met last year who will also be in their Fallout cosplay, and they were on the Mephidius stand. So, I'm like debating whether to weather it, which I think they're hot. I mean, her husband was a bit like, my back. Apparently he wanted to keep them all, and she was like, you need to get rid of some bags. I was like, I look sorry for like, I know so many who are like this. Yeah, so it's a proper like heavy duty camera bag. It's very like good condition. It's got like a bazillion pockets. It's fantastic. I don't know if to weather it or not, or I've got some couple of badges. I don't think any like iron-on patches will arrive on time. I mean, I could maybe have a look. I keep forgetting to order some from like eBay because Temu won't arrive in time. I have got one already I bought from Con, so I could like stick that on just to literally just weather it and make it more wastelandy. And they did say like I need like a yellow blanket underneath because that would actually do that. So I'm gonna have I have got my Fallout blanket, but it stings like I only need a big bag for like food. Water, I'm presuming. I think you can take that in. So that is my next project in this next week. So I wasn't sure if I was going to go dressed in anything. Then I saw this Vault suit and I'm like, oh, please hurry up and arrive, so I can at least wash it or check it over or something. If anything, it's because your outfit is probably a bit old too, I bet. So this one, well, the Vault suit. Yeah, this one I made. So the first one was that I made in lockdown. I actually had to take it in because it was too big because I lost weight at that time. And it is old. I mean, I could wear it, but I mean, it's a morph suit which I've turned around and I changed and edited. And then this one is literally a piece of fabric that I turned into the Vault suit. And people are like, oh, maybe it's like, you know, this, that, and the other. And I was like, but the fact that it's going on these panels that I painstakingly made. And it's, I mean, that's me hardly like pulling it, so it's not like it's stretched. So we think it's maybe, and I've asked some people who do sewing, and they said, did you use a zigzag? I was like, no, don't think I did. But that still doesn't make sense for these panels, and someone who has a lot more experience in it was like, it's probably then the fabric, because it shouldn't be going on panels which have got no stress. It's nice though, it's kind of that slight felty, fleecy, fleece is probably more the word. So it's a shame, but oh my god, it's really gone there. Like it's really gone here. Look. Why there? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So I've got a new one coming, and it is from about 111. So I should do this in the video, right? Just go. Ugh. I could have the other Vault suit underneath, or I could have a pair of shorts underneath. So anyway, what I tend to do is when I'm wearing like my both Vault suits out in public, I bought some cycle shorts, not like actual cycle shorts, but they call them little shorts that you wear, like you can wear under dresses. I bought a pair of them, so I'd always wear them under for that fear. I think once I wore a top when it was really cold, I thought I don't really care. I'm more concerned if people seeing my bum than what I haven't got up top. You know what I mean? I think I'd integrate into the chat. Wait a minute. Needs to delete. Yo, Scales, welcome in. Hello. Looks like a full that backpack that Voltwise. It looks really good, does it? It does look like a Voltweiler one. It's very NCR stand issue or courier type of leaf. Now, I was thinking of you can get the NCR Ranger to put on top of it, the little badges. So maybe I'll get some and hope that they arrive and I could just stick them on. But then, also it looks a bit, maybe potentially like Kriegy. But also, as Gekka said, Lara Crofty, which is weird because then somebody I follow on TikTok has just suddenly posted Lara Croft videos. They do lots of makeup. And I know someone, I follow someone else, I think her name is also like Angel, she does a lot of Lara Croft, and I'm like, oh, that would be the dream cosplay. I've got the hair, well, I had the hair. now it's weird. Well, I do an eBay. eBay is like the place. And I've got lots of badges I can put on it. I can make this Fallout. I don't know where to put paint to it and weather it as a bag. And turn it literally into my Fallout bag. That is the only thing I'm thinking of doing is weathering it. But I was like, but my vault suit I'm getting will not be weathered. That's the only other thing. So my bag will be weathered, but not me. I might look weathered, but the vault suit won't, if you know what I mean. So I don't know about weathering the bag. But definitely going to try and put some promotional, like, I'll get some things. Gonna cover and some biscuits. Oh, yes, we'll keep. I know, I've kind of just chatted to you for like 20 minutes. We will continue. Yeah, sit down, have a good cover or something. If you want to come to UKG of you guys, it would be nice to film some content too. Well, you're more than welcome to. There is just going to be a lot of walking. A lot of walking. That is the only concern. That's if you're not able to walk far, just for anybody in general, there is a lot. So like, even if you are, it's a 5-minute walk from the train station. Yeah, that's probably to the outside of the premises. Whereas in the car park, well, last year we parked quite close. It was still like a half an hour. Okay, me and my squires were having to carry some power armor, so you know. But yeah, it's quite a walk. It's probably, depending where you are. I'm thinking, oh, what the hell is that behind me moving? It's the curtain because the window is open. But like, what's that? So there is a lot, but you're welcome to come. As I said, most people don't cosplay at the event. But if I see some Krieg, because I know some people are like, are you going to MCM this weekend in London? I thought it was the one in Birmingham. I was like, no. Also, because trains aren't currently running. So I would have been miffed because I would have got my ticket, so to go down. I couldn't go down because I'll have no means of transport. Other than a bus replacement service, because this country is fantastic at putting on bus replacement services on a bank holiday weekend, bank holiday / start of school holiday weekend. Yeah. So no, I'm not going to MCM unfortunately this year. This weekend. Well, I'm not. I'm here. Hello. But I'm going to UKG next week on the Sunday. Probably spent on accommodation there. I just like what King said. But to be fair, it is a city centre, and city centre can cost a lot, and it's an apartment. It's a 2-bed apartment, ensuite, and a bathroom, and free parking in the city centre of Birmingham. As that, and we splashed out. But that, to be fair, it's like you could easily spend more than it on a hotel for 3 nights, and you'll just have a room. Look, I'm justifying it, okay? You're wearing makeup. That's why I leaned in to look. I've got lashes on as well. You're usually quite lucky. I might just have a little bit of eyeshadow on and a bit of mascara. So I've gone out because I've taken lots of pictures today. So I've also got a bit of red lippy on still as well. But I am getting my lashes lifted and tinted. On Wednesday. I thought I'm gonna go try. So then I'm gonna be quite like this. And I was like, I could have proper. I was like, I couldn't have these all the time. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis or what. But I thought I'm gonna try it. because I talked to her about it when I had my hair done, and she had some falsies, you know, when they haven't stuck on. She's like, she's only done them like a few days ago. She's already going to take them off and then give herself a lift. So I thought I'm going to give it a try, and also it's going to tint because my mum was like, she's quite interested in having that, but she hasn't had hers lashes tinted since my sister got married, and that was in 2012. So I was like, well, I'll go and be a guinea pig, and I'll let you know. I will adore you for all of my days after giving him his praise. That hair though, for the emperor. That hair, it's good. It looks quite subtle now, doesn't it? It looks quite subtle now. That's why I was really disappointed. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out tomorrow after I had it done. If you can. Okay, now it looks quite. Okay, now you can you can see it. I said, not gonna lie, like Peanut and King were at my house when I come back from the hairdresser yesterday, and they were like, "You're ginger." It looks a bit. I don't mind it being like that. So you can see it's got my natural like brown. So it's Nuka-Cola. I've got Nuka-Cola coloured hair. So it's all a bit like that. And it goes all the way around. And it's underneath. We won't mention that I had some natural colour put in on top about here. We're not going to mention that. But I'm so glad you all guys are like, you really like it. Like the hair, you know, and you're just like, yeah. We will get on with this, I promise. I promise. My videos have actually currently got a really good sale on at the moment. Of giving me do it. It is just such a long walk. So luckily where we are, I can either drive, which would be 20 minutes, and then you still have to. What I don't get is, right, you go to UKG, you have to pay for your ticket, but then you still have to pay for parking. And parking can be like fucking 10 years away. So big. Or we can train in. But I'm quite happy to drive in. But then we have to weigh up the cost. More of what are we going to acquire to buy? You could just large the screen rather than headbutt the cam. Just be like, duff. Be like, oh, those loves the non-tech savvy. Exactly. The non-tech savvy. You can see the hair under here as well. You are going to get 60 days of me, so all on my Instagram for the next who knows when. You obviously see pictures of nothing but me in my power armor and as Nuka-Girl with the hair. Yeah. Get on with that. I thought finally taking some more content. I keep editing though, I like it in the background, so some of them I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to put background as. But looking good as always. Thank you! It's definitely like it's lifting me up. I was just out today, and especially when I was in my power armor, I was like, oh my god, the red is reddening right now. Apart from that, my eyeshadow didn't look as red compared to the rest of the red, and I was like, this is a NYX NYX makeup palette. The red is redding, but it's I should like sorting home details. No worry, I haven't given anybody a shout out because I'm just in the element right now. There we go. It's some lovely people you should definitely go and follow. Definitely go. Lovely chaps of the community. He says, go and tell the story about King of Peanut. Oh, like when I walked in, and Peanut, to be fair, he was facing me, and he was just like, "Well, you're part of the family," because he's got slightly off brown hair, should we say? I was like, "Oh, you're part of the family now." I was like, "Yeah, I'm keeping up with you," and he was, and King was just like on his like PlayStation, just. Peanut's like, "You look really lovely. You look really lovely." King, oh yeah. I was like, "Did just spend some honey on my hair?" Oh, that was brilliant. It was just Peanut going, "Yeah, you look nice. Yeah, you look really lovely." And we're just giggling. We're just giggling. New Vegas Rocks. That's the colour it was. The New Vegas Rocks. That is another one. The New Vegas Rocks. So I got really excited when she said it is, people call this red, cola red, or cherry cola, cola cherry, cherry cola, and I was like, that's Nuka-Cola. So I do have the brown and the red, my natural and red. Welcome back. Right, should we proceed? Should we proceed? I had a day yesterday where I felt good while I was out and about. Sometimes it can be really nice, can't it? When you feel out and about, you're out and about, and you feel really good. Like my mum was like, she saw it and she's like, oh, it makes you look younger. I was like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was like, does it? Does it? I was like, I did then have it sort of back. I put some other like, I was like, oh no. You know, when you see your face, you think, I've just had this fresh hair and I've got no bit of makeup on. I was like, this does not look good, apart from when I'm in sunglasses. So I was like, let me just, because you know, because it was quite, like, it was, wow, I just thought it was going to be like the bottoms, but she's come all the way up here, which I don't mind. I'm always just saying, you do what you think's best, and she's brought it all up here and then the front, and I thought it was just going to be sort of down. So I was a bit like, whoa there. It was nice. It's nice to pamper yourself. It's very, very, very rare that I do. I mean, for me, I go to the hairdresser about once, maybe twice a year at a push for like a trim, so. Cherry cola. What's my fault? Nuka cherry. Nuka cherry. Nuka cherry. That's far better. Nuka cherry is even better. I should be calling. I keep calling it like Nuka Cola. I will call it Nuka cherry. We both do deserve it, and I'm like, I'm going away for a girls' weekend next weekend, and that's why I'm like, do I have false set permanently in stock? And I was like, they do look right unless you've got makeup on. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, you know, they don't always look quite right. So I'm like, I'm gonna have them lifted. I've never done anything like this before. I had a great chat with the girls. Not really like, done a bit of beauty, but not like. I said I wear fake lashes, and she's like, that's all you need, so I can like still put them on for you, KG. I had a chocolate banana Fanta. A chocolate banana flavoured Fanta. What was interesting? I can imagine. That sounds really interesting. Was it just chocolate banana flavoured? Well, to me, because Fanta just puts in like orange, but it probably wasn't orange as well. It's a symptom of long patience, I think. Like, Adam once got rolled at work at a bar. They had worm sticks and it was in the news. When he told his lady, she went, "Oh, God, that sounds a bit like, I don't care what happened to you. I'm my nails done." To be fair, the boy was engrossed in a game, like Fortnite or something like that. So, to be fair, hats off to him. Peanut was facing me as I walked in, so. Is it still orange with the banana? That's the thing, is it for orange with a flavour? You got Rick's bottle colour something. What the heck is that? I did see when I went to Tesco's yesterday, on the side they had the salted caramel Pepsi. And you know when you're like, I tried their gingerbread Pepsi. That was nice, but I was like, salted caramel Pepsi. I was like, so I didn't. It tasted like the banana sweets. Don't know the name. I know what you mean, like the shrimps and bananas. And like a crappy Easter oh, so you get the really nice sweets, and then they're really like the cheap old knockoff Christmas chocolate. Yeah, I know what I mean. Rather than get the heavy flavour. Yo, Kuma, come in! We'll all go on this, I promise. We're just having a good old chin wag. I got excited then because I just saw a Vinted pop up. I've ordered a large Nuka-Cola jumper like 2-3 days ago. Was it Tuesday? What day are we on? And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to send it out to you tomorrow. Don't lie to me. It's like, they even sent a picture to me of it wrapped up with the label on it. I'm like, please send it, because now Bank Holidays is here. I would like to take this away with me. Because it's like a baggy jumper, you know, it's so nice. You could just put leggings, whatever, shorts underneath. T. Liberty Hell Divers 2 has a Warhammer 40k crossover. I should do like a Warhammer Fallout crossover. Technically, I've got power armor. And I have been mistaking it as a Space Marine. So, technically, I've already done a Fallout crossover. Today, you're welcome, Coon, but I think about. Oh, no. Get down now. Yes, we will get on with our story. Banana Weetabix. Oh, I did not know there was such a thing. Banana Weetabix. Chips and bananas, staple covered item. Shrimps and bananas. Oh. They're like the old school, like Dolly Mixture, right? I collected Fanta cans but didn't find a flavour in cans, so grabbed a bottle. Then you need to try. Oh, that's Fanta. That's like Pepsi. I'd say start with caramel. I was like, quite tempting. But it was like, I could only see it as like a pack, you know, you just want one to try. And then, I was in Tesco's, like, with my mum, and then you just walk past, you just see like a pack of Walker's Crisps, bang is a mash flavour, and it was like, oh hello. £1.10 for an individual bag. If they were like 70p, I probably would have purchased to try them. £1.10. Mum's like, oh, they're only in the meal deal. I was like, no, they're in the meal deal. But £1.10 is how much? I was like, I can literally go around the corner and buy a share bag for £1. Yeah, I was like, £1.10? I don't think so. Mad. I'm doing good, thank you. I wanted to paint today, but slept in after. That is fair. That is fair. Can sleep. Nap. Yes. So banana wheat bix. Mix a bit of chocolate milk. There's an idea. Chocolate Greek yogurt in the fridge. Fridge it. Chocolate banana cheesecake. I mean, you could literally add chocolate milk. You could have cornflakes and add chocolate milk. This has never been done. You could even buy Nesquik so you can have more. Or just buy it already pre-made. That's £1.10. That's just mad. What about caps? £1.10 in caps. 1.1 cap. Yo Khan, welcome in. How you doing? You could. I feel like this should be done. This should be done. You could have ultimate like wheat. What are they? Wheatos in chocolate milk, strawberry milk. This. Why has this never been done before? Up your granola with chocolate milk. Oh yes. Just a 0.1. Do people find out what a cup is like 5 cents? I don't know. 5 cents. So how much would that? My maths can't math that out. Do you have mixed cereals? At the moment, in between granola, so I'm kind of easing a little bit, depending on when I can have increase my gluten, should we say. So at the moment, I'll have a little bit of either like my granola, and I'll put some knockoff Wheatos in, well, own brand, or cornflakes and some Wheatos. Knockoff Wheatos. Chocolate hoops, I think is what they're called. Always tastes better. Or like I'll put a granola and a handful of something. When I go into grocery stores, most chocolate is fake. I remember items differently. You have to be so careful, especially now. Penguins are no longer chocolate biscuits because they don't contain enough cocoa. Could be deemed as chocolate. It's mad. And they're not the only ones. I can't think what other chocolate I don't know what I can't remember other chocolate bars, but you just think a penguin is a chocolate biscuit covered in chocolate. How is this no longer a chocolate biscuit? Because it contains that little cocoa. I run cereals low-key the best and most. You know what I love their own brand what are they called? Crunchy Nut. Like Tesco's own brand Crunchy Nut. It's like half the price. That was my favourite cereal, the Crunchy Nut, but own brand. I'm not an expensive girl. I'll go own brand. It's the same thing. But like granola, I could buy the more expensive Alpen stuff, or I'll buy own brand. It's still just the same stuff. It's mad. It's still like rabbit food for after adding milk. This is true. Is anyone weird? I'm presuming everybody puts the cereal and then the milk. Is there anybody who does it the other way around? Milk then cereal. The only time I ever do that, if I finish the bowl and think, oh, I could have a little handful more, so I use the residue milk, which I think is allowed, because you're using up the milk that's already there. And you eat it just dry from the box as well, that just hits different. Playing with the chocolate covered bourbon. And there's like now not, probably a bourbon's probably not allowed to be called a chocolate biscuit now. That's a Fruit Loop slap. Oh, nice. So taste. That's all that matters. Exactly. I'm a home brand girly. So products read vegan on it. That is labelled chocolate or cookies by me, but vegan chocolate and cookies, I know. Chocolate and cookies are long, but regarding the flavour. That's the thing. If they put it like vegan chocolate, you think there's no milk in there. Then I guess it's the cocoa powder, I guess. The one thing I did make a mistake of, so kind of own brand, I guess, probably one of the low own brand kind of price range. Cocoa powder / drinking chocolate. I thought, oh yeah, let's just make some chocolate. Yeah, okay, 2 hoops, yeah, 2 spoons. It wasn't very nice. It was very intense. So I need to do it again, but with like 1 spoon and not 2. Doing it the way around would probably give me a stroke. Because I'd be like, oh, how much milk do you know to put in there? To them for the cereal ratio. I expect nothing less. You have great taste. Mwah. just the cheap, right? Went so long about talking about food. We're talking about. Oh, we need to cycle back around to this, don't we? I mix protein powder into my yogurt. That's quite nice. That's a good way of getting it in as well. If you just like mix it up into the protein powder. What is it like? Because I know protein powder can be a little bit on its own, but I guess if you mix it with yogurt or something, that's quite nice. I don't know. Oh, so yes, that is the only correct way to use milk with cereal. I've still got half of my foods out there. I was very adventurous. I made stuffed peppers with beef mince and rice. And then I made pita breads. But I only had 1 pepper because I didn't really have time. And I thought that would be lunch tomorrow. I did buy on sale some posh Yum Yums. They're like, they're actually really big. I was like, they're like this bit, and they're no exaggeration. I had to cut them. Millionaires, so it's like a Yum Yum square, a little bit of toffee chocolate and some sprinkly delicious stuff on top. And then I bought another packet, which is then like strawberry version. Not against vegans, but please have non-vegans have their products. It's a bit like my butter as well. It's like vegan that I make with for baking. Needs a good mix, but it's nice and healthy. It's true, it's healthier. It's healthy. I'm fasting, or so just have nothing but cereal. Oh yeah, you remember Chupa Chups? Yes. They also had on their sale bit. They had like this donut thing, and it had like custard flavoured icing. And like a strawberry swirl on top, and I was like, oh my god, but I felt like out of the 2 boys that were here, I'd probably the only one who ate it, which is a shame. I could have just had them both. I could have just eaten both. Where are we? Right. Should we recap what we have been doing. That is the one. That is not the one. Oh, don't want to share with friends. I'm going to close it. Thank you very much. There we go. Should we chop chat's protein powder? Oh wow, you put it in water. So nice. Tried it in yogurt as kind of. I didn't even know they did like a protein powder. Nice. Do you like getting them gains? Alright, Jake, before you recap, thank you. It's a lot darker than it was. Forget it's like 10 o'clock, it's just gone dark. There's a cola bottle one, no way! Be like, Nuka-Cola gains? Could call it Nuka-Cola. What the heck is catching on? I might put it that way. Right, so where were we last time? So, this is the Fallout Solo RPG. I still haven't had a chance to look, so we're going to be working through this all together, okay? I still haven't had a chance to work out, okay, the skill test. Presuming this might be a key factor into what I haven't done. So this is the RPG game. House of the Weight Loss, getting old now, not as fast intelligent anymore. And it helps you, like, it's more healthy for you. I mean, to be fair today, because I knew I was had a very slim window for any kind of break today, so I did try the Tesco's, I don't know if it's its own brand, protein drink. It did fill me up for quite some time. So I know I had the Y food ones, but I'm also trying to go on a slightly cheaper ones. It was vanilla flavour, because I had a strawberry one. I can't remember what it was called now. And it was really, really nice. So I tried vanilla, because that's like on offer. Just so I can quickly just drink it and be like, that's done. Yeah, it keeps you full protein, Miller rice. Oh, I like the Miller rice. So imagine the protein one's probably nice. You can always add like extra bits into it as well, can't you? Bits of nuts or whatever. Let me just come back onto there. Right, so RPG game. So we're doing this, we're learning as we go. So in the middle here is the vault. This is where we've come from. In the vault, right in the middle. We have come out. So the no-no squares are no-no squares. You can't go anywhere near here because they are just like blocked off by rocks or some kind of thing that is in the way. So you can't actually pass them, so they are blocked off. So something that would actually realistically be on a map where you can't pass, like a cliff face, like a collapsed tunnel. So then you have to number all the squares. So proceeding then, so 7. So you miss 8. Nuclear radiation. Exactly. You don't want to go anywhere near that. Oh, zoom in. See that? Just right. Oh, I went to scroll. Please, just play, please. Thank you. So then we came out across the square number 11. So this was a wasteland. So you generate squares from this book. So the wasteland, playground, park, battle scarred. So this battle has taken place between the Caesar Salads and the Scout Boys, aka Kaiser's Legion and the Brotherhood of Steel. Right. So once here, we're all like looking around. So it's like a nice little park. It's a nice green space, and then we come across an NPC, Professor Fitterroll, and he's got a Brahmin pack with him, and he's on a hunt. He's just walking around. He used to work for the Enclave, I believe, without looking. You might have to look. That's not what we need. Professor Fitterroll. Oh, I will zoom in because this does not go. So I'll read it. I'll read it aloud because the boxes on these aren't great. Yeah, he does work for the Enclave. So Professor Fitterroll works for the Enclave, which is a biscuit, as a biscuit company, shipping company. Like something else in history. So we rolled for him. He is old. He has wild worry, and he doesn't like technology. This is what we rolled for him. This is what I rolled for him. So he's secret. He has scones. So everything about this is we're doing with food and baking. So he's got some scones on him. That's his old school thing. He doesn't like technology. But he's got a foe. And this is a Caesar salad NPC who has wandered into the square. Just up from the square below. And so the Caesar salads are against Bisco. Because Caesar salads, as you can probably imagine, want to eat healthy. Right? So then he has now sent you on a quest to go to square number 15 to go and get jam and cream from his Caesar salad camp with a dressing river running through. Salad dressing river running through. But he's sending you in because he knows you're going to die. So you have to go and retrieve it, which we haven't done yet. We're going to go and retrieve it. And then if you return, he lets Professor Fitterell live. And then anyway, then from your goal, what you get from that is you keep the scones, which is a rare item, and that gives you a boost. So we think we went one for perception, I think. So we've kind of gone, okay, well we've only just left the pole. We're not going to do that right now, because also we're learning how to do that right now. So then we went across to 16. So number 16, which you can't quite see on this screen right now, is a wasteland. So we've got another wasteland. It is the Brotherhood of Steel Quarry, but it's picking up a radio signal, which is linking to square 18. So this is what I'm putting in the square. So we go down, locations, which I realise the numbers correlate to the page, so I've done it kind of slightly wrong. So, as you can't quite see it on this screen, without me having to keep adjusting it. So the Crumble Quarry, Crumble Cookie Quarry, so this is what the square we've just been in. So from here, I can't actually read what that says. Quaking. Ground shift. So it's quaking. So we rolled this, so the ground is shaking. So it's unpredictable. It's old quarry. It's an old biscuit mine, and they're digging out chocolate chips. Right, digging out chocolate chips. So the Brotherhood is still there, so they may have Garibaldi. We also said there may be Garibaldi. But we encountered a signal source, which is from 18. There are 2 NPCs here, which I think belongs to this one. So they are from the Institute. So on the floor we have an Institute, I think what they're called, scientists I think. I can't think what they're, it must be somewhere. So we have 2, so there's one on the ground and one standing up. Types, the Wounded Institute Scientist, there we go, types on hollow pad, whilst Simp Cursor stands guard scanning for threats. This is an all open lab, so there's no room for you to hide and cover. And what dressing room did you decide on? What finger dressing will it be? We haven't actually decided yet. What do you think it should be? Vinegar. I can't think of what the dressing one was. The brand, I can see it in my head. There is this type of brand. It's not quite Colonel Mustard. And the Simp's preliminary, can't say that, subterranean scans have confirmed large chocolate deposits, which is kind of obvious because if he just turns around he will see the chocolate deposit. But, you know, so this is where we are. So we had a little fight here. Didn't quite understand what happened, but we got away. We got away. So now we are... Ooh, zooming out. We're at number 20. Here we are. We've found a settlement. These are baking raiders. These are nice friendly raiders. These are nice raiders. So they go in to pop into number 16 to acquire some chocolate chips, yeah? They're requested to find some Brahma milk for Bakertron. Bakertron. The Bakertron is an NPC robot in the settlement. So they're making all these cookies to sell. So wherever we're on our way, we have to come across, well, next time we come across a Brahmin, which I'm thinking we might route back to number 11, so then when we do 15 and we acquire and take your scones, we'll also get some Brahmin milk. So this is an open quest, so it could complete it at any time. And the Bakertron is now an NPC. So Bakersville. This is what it's called. It's Bakersville. Heritage site. That's what we rolled for. It's a slash and bake, is what they're called. A slash and bake. It's abandoned Greggs, broken and has broken windmills, using to ground the flour. It's bustling, noisy, and you can just smell the baking. So basically, some of these were what we rolled for, so it was in the book, so we've kind of just adapted it. And the Projectron, which is what we rolled for what is there, was known as the Bakertron, is malfunctioning, and it's saying something on repeat. Which we did write down someone, I can't seem to find it. It was the spraying icing, so it has a broken, it's slightly malfunctioning here as well. So it's spraying icing at the broken builders, because repeating the Raider chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I think we said something else. So something in fridge rages, fridge raiders. So all in all, we are trying to get to Biscuit World, which is number 8. This is run by Mr. Robert McVitie. No, but Kipling. Get that name right. And he's part of Bisco. But you see, in our vault, biscuits are the primary source of food source. And we have left poor Cassius in the vault. He's our vault NPC, so you have a vault NPC. He is our medic. So we're set out. So we're basically in charge of all the biscuits, everything. So we have to go out to go and find the Beck, which I always forget what the E stands for. It's the biscuit creation kit, which I can never think what the E is. So some of these are all ideas. So on the right are just all ideas. Put that cookie down. Biscuit shortage. Here we go. How the cookie crumbles, the last quest. You got to find Biscuit World, so we've got to go around and find it. Locate the Beck. The Biscuits of Eden creation kit. That's it. I always forget it's called Eden. The ultimate recipe and baking for supplies.
Put that cookie down. No.
Put that cookie down. No. Ginger, it's like you belong on a hot cross bun. I like to go start on different flavours of hot cross buns. It's so good. Okay, down with biscuit zone. So it's kind of contaminated. We go throw ideas out. It could be a radiated location, as rogue T-trons. So T-trons, like nucleotrons, but T-trons. They have hot steam and pouring tea. They patrol. For Mr. Robert McKipling. He's the founder and CEO of Bisco. He's alive and stopping you from getting your recipe. So he's in charge of the T-trons. Like the Victors and that. He's in charge of them. So you need to locate the platinum chip cookie. The data storage device. So we need to move on. We are now here. We need to move on. So I presume we can only go left and right, up and down. So we're moving across to square 19. So we don't know what's in square 19. But you can work your way around. So from 19 we can go back up to 15. We have a little bit more way of the wasteland, should we say. Or we can cross in 18 and then we can find where what the hell is this radio source coming from. So you have to go up and around, so you'd have to go like 18, 14, 13. So we want to get to here. Which is quite nice because it is these no-no squares which we roll for are here. So 19. So we're going to go to make... Got to find the right page now because I was looking at other stuff. Where is it? So this is a really good book, so it tells you what the chapters, perks, roll tables, clear blocker. I think it is the green bit. Telling your story. So here we go, we're going to go through this. So as we've done before, so we have landed on square 19. So we've just gone across to square 19. So let's just generate some form of like story, shall we? Let me just check something 1 second. So when entering an unexplored location, there is no way to know if someone has already been here until you arrive. Whenever you travel to an unexplored location, you will need to determine if that location is inhabited. To do so, you roll a d20. Why did my brain not be able to read that right? To generate inhabitants, which then you go to page 159, which will determine if the area is empty, wasteland, or if it contains a settlement. So we need to roll. 159. And then it will tell you if you've got wasteland or a settlement. So it's wrong. 20! We got a 20. I believe that is a settlement. So there is another settlement. So then you put on here. You type in settlement. Settlement. So you know what it is. So this is all we're adding in very slowly. We're getting there. So at the moment, I quite like the idea that we're just going to fill in the squares, and then I just feel like then we roll and we end up on the square. Just so we all get a feeling of what it's like as well. So obviously you're meant to travel around the map, but you know. So we've got a settlement. So if a settlement is generated, noted that in the map. I'm going to shut this window for a second. Just top. You know when you're just like, oh. Bugs. I'll leave one open though. Just get the feel. So we're filling up the map. I mean, you could do it that way. I mean, you could do it however way you like, really. And I feel like the idea of then you can fast travel, if you know what I mean. Right. If a settlement is generated, note that in the map tab, which we have done. And then either select or generate a faction that is in control of that settlement and progress the generate icon. So we are going to go to 217 so we can roll. And then we're going to roll. There's 3 different ways we can roll. So we've got a roll. We've got a 2. So the faction, what do I say, 217? Oh, we're on a Brotherhood of Why is this turning out to be so interlinking? So not only is square number 1 a fight between Caesar Salads and the Boy Scouts, Brotherhood Steel. 15 is a settlement of the Caesar Salads. So 19 is a settlement with Scout Boys, the Brotherhood Steel. So this is turning out to be quite a good story of a map. They're actually already linking in. So we can continue typing in here, or we can go down to 19, which I need to realise I need to change the locations because it isn't 1, 2. That should probably be in square 11. I just went for number 1. What I said was, is 18, isn't it? No, 19. Obviously, you don't have to go with this at all. So I'm going to put in here, it's a settlement. Well, I'm going to put in a boss settlement. So the boss settlements, the Scout Boy, you know, Scout Boy cookies, they're very pro. The Bisco, they're pro Bisco, whereas Caesar Salads are anti because they like their salads. So we've got a boss settlement. Then progress to generate truths and icons, or icons and truths. No two places in the wasteland are quite alike. That's true in the Fallout games as in Wasteland Wanderer. Once you determine if a location is habited, it's time to determine the icons and truths of that location and what marks it out from the other spaces in the wasteland. So the icons are landmarks, places within a location that are iconic in one way or another. It's basically what is going on in the square. So once you determine if a location is place or settlement, roll a d20 to generate an icon on page 159. Once you have note the icon in the map tab for this location and generate a location truth. So 159. So we roll. 16. Okay, so we icon. Oh, location generator. So it is a 16. There is a radio tower, which is very. Maybe that's what's boosting. Right, so there's a radio tower. So. So if we go up, so there's a radio tower here. There's a radio signal here. So maybe this is helping. So maybe, or from 19, there's a radio tower, and then 18, there's a signal to square 16. So maybe there needs to be a radio tower in square 19 to help boost for 18. So we'll go down. There's a radio tower. That works. So it's sort of. Shall I put it out on top of this square so then we'll remember? Okay. It's quite fun coming up with like different names and that. I'm thinking. Okay, cool. Once you know the icon on the map tab for this location, create a truth. So once an icon is generated, it's time to generate a truth about the location. As mentioned in this book, a truth is a definable fact about the location you are creating, something that will affect everyone who travels or lives within it, depending on whether. Okay, so you roll a d20, and then whatever you get. So we have got a settlement. We'll go to 161, where you have to repair the signal of the radio tower or jam it. We could, maybe there is something like that we need to do at this tower. We will come across it. Because there is there's a signal being come across from squares 16 to squares 17, 18. We're in square 19 to square 18. So it could be jamming it. Jam it, as in like jam. Could we fitting all the cakes, right? Word 60. 160, right. We are. Go. But we can keep that as we have to repair it. Because that could be quite fun. Overgrown. Okay, so it's overgrown. Okay, so we kind of think it's overgrown, so maybe it just needs repair, right? Because if I don't, because that rolls it. Okay, I rolled it 19 twice. It's not very good at rolling, is it? Anyway. So it's overgrown. Which would make sense then, if we have it, that it needs repair. Nature has started to reclaim the ruins, vines creeping over wreckage. Oh, that's wasteland. Hang on, crazy. That's not the right one. Sunken. Built into a crater canyon. I mean, we could use it. We could use it. Or what 4 is, it's sunken, built into a crater, canyon, or deep valley for protection. Well, that wouldn't really make sense for a radio tower, would it really? Because you don't want it. Should we stick to overgrown? Like a sinkhole? Maybe a sinkhole? Maybe the radio tower has sunken down and now it needs to be repaired. But then overgrown, I realised it's on the wasteland. Overgrown, it needs repair. Or overgrown, we need to cut down the wasteland to get to the tower. I think overgrown works better than sunken. Or other summon troops is haphazard. Buildings up, holding up, crowded, that still makes sense. Fortified heavy barricades. Sunken. Elevated, rebuilt, divided, underground, bustling, jovial. Lawless, oppressive, desperate, converted vehicles, reclaimed nature, music and celebration, struggling farmers, secretive residents, high-tech, vertical living. The Barbarian next, 2 rolls, 1 for roll attack, sinkhole. Should we go for, should we, because, I mean, you don't have to stick to the rules in this, you can make it up. So should we stick to overgrown? Okay, we're red on the wrong side, but it's overgrown. So who's to say that the Brotherhood aren't actually there, or the Boy Scouts aren't actually there? They might not be there. Excuse me, I'm quite tired as well, so we'll see how far we get with this. I know, I was too busy like chatting away. I think we should stick to overgrown, because that does suit that idea better. So then, where do we go now? Once you have rolled to generate the truth for this location, apply it to the true section on your map, which we have done. Flesh out. Let's go. So then this gives it a bit of sustenance now. What do you see? What is left to see? So this is where we can get our minds just complete. Can we first put someone and roll to generate? Several mutation. What people think of you isn't always as important as you may think. So much reputation. Let's just do a reputation. So I don't think I've done this one. Reputation. Should we roll a reputation and we'll just see? Are we saying there's any Brotherhood of Steel though? But it'd be interesting to see what comes out with anyway. 8. Cautious. The inhabitants have reason to mistrust you. So, were they there or are we saying it's desolate? It's overgrown. I thought you also find trace of a battle that was lost to the common knowledge. So it could be overgrown, so maybe there is no one there. They were there to look after this raider. I mean, it's a Brotherhood of... I mean, it just fits, right? They're the Brotherhood of Steel. Well, not quite Brotherhood. They're Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts. We found a Boy Scout settlement with a radio tower. We can claim it's overgrown. Well, maybe, just maybe, we find traces of a battle. So they're there. They were there, but they're not there. That's why it's overgrown and there's a tower. Put that in. Oh. So they may have lost. So there's no Boy Scouts there. Still have lost. No Boy Scouts. Put that equals lost wars. Put war, battle, war. Find traces of existence. But they were there for the radio tower. The radio tower belonged to them. Okay. Yeah, the radio tower belonged to them, but because they're not there, it's kind of fell into ruin. So it fell into ruin. Don't mean to do that. Alright, preparing it, the Boy Scouts could give a reward too. They could give a reward. Should they give a reward? So this is all sort of like, you can go really in depth what is there and what you can see, what you can find. Settlement, where are we? Settlement, done that. Do the hot chocolate. To dip in the cookie. So there could be a reward. We could have it set as a reward. So they could be there. Oh, so if I just take out the city, it fell into ruin. Maybe it was a big battle with the Caesar Legion. No, Caesar Salads. Do we want an encounter or not? As much as Fallout is a story about the open wasteland, it's also a story about those who call it home. Men, women, beasts, mutants, and other things stranger still that walk its expanse. When people meet for the first time in the wasteland, it's rarely a dull experience. Often bullets and blood are traded far more eagerly than words, but on occasions caps and goods swap hands and people part ways as something partly resembling friends. Encounters are what bring a narrative step to characters travel throughout the wasteland, randomized meeting or event that occurs once the character arrives at their destination. Encounters are often chance meetings, poor timings, and luck at bringing one party in contact with another. Other times they are carefully planned interactions organised by whoever the character meets. Either way, an encounter is a rich opportunity to expand your narrative in an interesting way. encounter the jelly mutant. A jelly, like a super mutant, but a jelly mutant. Should we see? Right, we can roll. I'm so tired, I'm so sorry. Right, 11. Go to the right page this time, crazy. Let's see. It's a skeleton. I quite like the idea of saying. Wait, let's just read it and then we can bring this in. The mutants could be jelly, like jelly mutants. Like jelly babies, but jelly mutants. Either pre-born or more body. Why would that be a skeleton? A body at the settlement's entrance tells a story. I mean, they could just have bones sitting there, right? We want a foe. So there's like dead skeleton. I mean, they would be, right? They would be. Different flavour, you called it. I mean, it has to be like a ranking system. This has to be true. So, should we make a foe? So these are foes. So we say in the Brotherhood, the Scout Boys aren't there. They are now. It's been overtaken by jelly mutants. Jelly mutant babies, mutant jelly babies. Well, what should we go for? To ruin, now run. Inhabited. Are they more mutant or jelly? Or more babies? This is a good point. Super jellies? That makes sense, does it? Jelly mutants? Sure, jelly mutants. Let's go for stigma by jelly mutants. We stick to that. You're the boss, you go down the ranks. What colour system? Are we going to name all like the jelly baby colours? I mean, what's everyone's favourite flavour? It has to be blackcurrant, right? Strawberry's up there. Blackcurrant, I think. The one you never get like many in. You never get that many colours in. Worst flavours of the week. What is the worst flavour? I think I might as well. So should we have a ranking system? Let's put in another ranking system. Rank. So, what flavours are there? Blackcurrant, strawberry, banana. Blackcurrant, strawberry, lemon, lime, orange, isn't there? All the colours. Black, red, yellow, green, orange. JBs have names. What? Which one? Do they? Best is mango. After like jelly beans. Oh, remember I never used to like jelly beans, but I always used to go and eat them. But I like jelly beans now. I think we should have a foe. A lot of encounters begin with your characters, so we're having a foe. Oh, we're gaining a new XP because we're meeting a foe. I feel like we're kind of just cheating with this at the moment. We're having fun. We're kind of just getting the basics right. So flavors are apple, blackcurrant, peach, lemon, meringue, raspberry, and pineapple. Are these jelly beans or jelly babies? That's the good question. Oh, we haven't got a name. What are we calling this place? Settlement. A jelly bean settlement. Oh, what are the most common jelly bean flavours? Oh, jelly bean. Oh, I suppose because you can get a white one, can't you? Peach. Didn't know there was a peach pineapple. I had jelly babies the other day, co-op ones. And brand. Apple, lime, currant, peach, lemon, meringue, raspberry, and pineapple. Okay. So you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. So, are we going to just say they're instead of as a group? Foes. Are we saying they're foes? I think these are going to be like a foe, aren't they? I mean, they might be nice, but I'm guessing they're a foe. So we're kind of going to skip this bit. Right, foes are generally generated throughout Wasteland 1 most commonly as part of an encounter. Generate a foe, grab a d20 and generate a foe. So we'll use this as an example. $15. Well, we would have got a group of 3 Murlocs. We like the idea of the just assuming it's on here. They are. So we have got a super mutant foe generation table. So we could use this table to generate that. Oh, here we go. Super mutants. Use the dangerous NPC as one for the character and generate. Should we generate something? Let's generate 13. So a super mutant brute, or a super mutant suicider are huddled around a fire, roasting what looks suspiciously like a Vault-Tec jumpsuit. So we could have 3. We could have 3 jelly super mutants. And yeah, okay. So there's 3 jelly mutant. A brute. Or jelly mutant brute is it called? And a jelly mutant suicidal. So they're sitting around a campfire while they're eating a vault suit. Jelly baby mutants and a jelly bean doggo. They have like a jelly bean dog. I like that. That's cute. The attack could be named Sugar Grip. Yes. Should we add in jelly bean doggo? Because they have an attack dog, don't they? Super status Candy Crush. The Sugar Grip is a super sledge. With a Candy Crush perk. You can make a deal with them though to have. I know, not to fight. You can. We can. We could be like, we're not gonna fight. We're just gonna move on to the next square. Maybe because they're just like, they're too weary and they're like, you know what, we're on this nice campfire. We're not gonna melt. We do something like that. Maybe. So we're saying that they're making a deal that they're not going to fight. Dangerous NPC. Dangerous NPC stat block. To create dangerous NPC, first generate, which we have, and then populate the populate the below stat block with a name for complete. Which is, I don't think we've done this bit. This is why we haven't been able to complete. What about their journeys? Send your no quest. We could be sent no quest. Does it send? I'm sure it says like an ID. It could be on a quest to go and get something or something. So should we say they're not aggressive? Because this game is aggressive. MC attacks dealing 1 damage or 2 if they have a heavy unit weapon. So what is a super sledge? Is that oh, there are weapons somewhere. Fight. No quest. Reasoning. Quest. Should we put, which one should we, fight or no fight? We find Wolf Doctor being held hostage. I like in all these ideas though, so they have the potential to be aggressive. Will have to be. Should we put them on a quest then? Let's put them on a quest. Sure, there's like a set bit. 4th Doctor loved by jelly babies. So we're doing something like a quest that we need to go out and find. What should we say? So the quest could be so where is it? Here we go. Quest. Where did I find that page? NPC takes cover that it cannot be targeted by range or attacks action. NPC rushes towards you with a weapon. Dangerous NPC threat. They're not very high. We've got a 1. Their threat level is quite low. Generate. Oh wait, so we're doing that right now. Alright, so they're not like, I suppose being like Jenny, they're not like super mutants which are just aggressive. These are kind of a bit like, could be like quite mellow. Like a mallow. Right, marshmallow. Why solo and not with a group? Because this is the Fallout solo RPG game, which is from Affinius. So it is actually designed so you can play by yourself, or as we're doing it together on stream. So you can do it with a group. You can get all the downloads that they have got, you can print out on the back, or like your sheets what you're using in your map as well. So you can do it as a group. So it's sort of like how we're doing, but it's designed so you can just sit and do this for yourself as well, which is really nice. But so we're doing it together on stream. Mutants turn feral. Those mutants are still peaceful, but as slowly turning feral, there was sending request to find the treatment. Okay. Quest. I'm just going to copy and paste that because that's just easier to. There we go. The honey drop. The honey has got good health benefit, hasn't it? Should we say what to find the honey drop? What should we call this quest? Jelly mutants. I'm trying to think of a name. Jelly. You don't just got jelly in your head. We need to think of a name for this quest now. So we got the Bakersville. Caramel cookie. All of this information needs to go over. I think I'll just put it over here. Let's go like that. Go like that. Treat the ill. We're gonna treat the well, as the name. Treat the ill. So how can we put a food spin on that? We could put it as I could think of going moldy. Going sour. Something like a sour ball or something sour. We can keep it that sweet and sour, or treat the ill. Treat the sweet and sour. I've never played this solo, but I've played the main version RPG with friends, and it's fun. Oh, nice! I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like, I've not played it. This is the only one I've played, apart from the tabletop Fallout Factions. So it's handy. So this is relatively new, what they have brought out. So you can buy the book, which is 40 quid, or you can. Sometimes that's in. The last time I checked, it wasn't in stock, but you can also get the PDF version, which is 20 quid, I think. So you get all of this, all the book, all PDF. But you can also get the downloads in the download section on their website. Combine it. Trick or treat? No. Sweet or sour? Treat the ill. This is a really good investment here. Treat the ill, sweet and sour. There you go. This sounds like a good thing. Funny. Now, should we roll? Do we want to roll when we find where we've got to go? What square this is in? Or trick or treat? Sweet and sour, trick or treat. The trick is, if you don't get it, then they turn. The treat is, then they turn nice. Books come out issue on Humble Bundle pretty often for a kitchen. Oh, I've not heard of them before. Humble Bundle. Nice. Humble. What is it? Humble Bundle. No, my videos have got a Cerilon at the moment as well. Project. Oh, I've got like Game of the Year edition things. Oh, cool. Oh, it's coming up for me. Oh, I've not heard it. So they do like all their games, like Fallout 4, 76. Nice! Roll? Should I roll? Should we roll? Roll for a square. 12. Let me get back to it. There we go. We've got to find the honey drop. For 19. This makes sense then. One treatment and settlement moves elsewhere. And I like that. And then maybe the Boy Scouts have gone up to try and help. That's what you get rewarded for. And it's like a base that you can get. So let's put on finding. Moves elsewhere. I don't know why I'm typing this out, I could just copy and paste it. And the Boy Scouts, what's that? Retake it. And then we just get like, and then we can travel there as much as we want. They work with charities to sell games, discount bundles. They don't have a product in a bundle at the moment. Keep an eye on. That's good to know. Like how much is done with Phineas? Because I don't know if it's Morrison's. If they're going to keep changing what is on, or it's going to just be what is on. Fallout Cellar. I know this book alone is 40 quid. New in. Well, it's still 40 quid. And it is the PDF version is £20 of this. Is the book in stock? The book is now in stock, as I know we had somebody one stream was like we couldn't buy it because it was out of stock, and then they bought the PDF version. But even if you buy the hardback book, you can access the downloads. So there's as well, like you can always download and join along as well. Where are we? We rolled. 12. I just had to think what we were doing now. Get on my right screen. I have to travel to square 12. Where's the original home and then to flee. So maybe 12 is their home, but with invaders. Be the biscuit company, but must fight invaders from and then we're allowed to like travel pass through, so we can pass through because where is we can pass through without having to you know, be hostile. Because then you need to think of our ward as well. Our reward. So we can travel through without hostile. Hostilities. Don't suspect hostilities. So like that, this guy wants to steal. So they're trying to then steal it from them. Yo Plate, welcome in. How are you doing? Let me. So, new hair crazy. Welcome in. Oh no, I'm loving it. It looks quite subtle now, doesn't it? You wouldn't know unless you pointed it out. It's very nice. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It looks like very ginger from there. This is all you're going to see now is on my socials. I've done a lot of photos today. I've got quite a few to show off. So that will be what will be appearing everywhere. I'm going to save pictures and be like, oh, was it a secret? I mean, no, it's not new hair. This is so much. No, it's fine, it's fine. So it's meant to look like that red. So I'm calling it Nuka-Cola. So it's had like a bit of red, but it's a bit ginger. But it's meant to be so it's more intense, and then it's like coming through. So like that, or like ginger. It does come through a little bit ginger. Although I don't have red on my hair, it does look more gingery than. Let me find. Where's the picture of this? I've just got so many. I'll go on Instagram. That'll be quicker. Oh, I've just seen a post about the for UK fan. So if you have seen this, I'm going to put this straight onto my story now. So I'm part of helping to organise this as well. So if you were in the UK, you want to have a Fallout meetup, this is what we're doing. So we're going to go British. Oh, it doesn't come up. I'll go proud to be a pilot. Proud to be let me just add this. So I'm going to add this to my story. So story is because we want to have our own Fallout meetup in UK. So we are now getting big. Well, it's now the ball is rolling. The ball is rolling. So if you want to join, there is a Facebook and a Discord. Let me see if I can find the Discord. So I'm going to do this now because it's to do with Fallout. I'm in it. Can I share the link? Copy link. Link, and I'll put it straight onto my Instagram story. Fallout. So if you head to my Fallout story, you will see the link. So anyone can join. So really into Fallout, we want to meet up. A bit of movement. So you come and join the Discord. It's now there. Right, let me show you. So we're hoping we have a big event. I didn't get around to emailing the Phineas today. I was hoping so, but they know there's one coming. So we'll have people like me, Phineas, are going to be at this event. We'll have cosplayers, meet up, everything, you know, like the Wasteland Jamboree that we've just had. We want our own. We want our own. So this is my. That was in the sunshine yesterday. This is on my Instagram. So it looks completely different right now inside. And then this is what I took today. Outside in the sunshine, so there'll be quite a few. It looks so different. I was just happened to be walking along and I was just like, oh, I gotta take a picture. So it looks quite dull at the moment compared to that, but it's more for like out in the sun. Right, let's go back to this. Right, I'm loving it because it's all the way through, but my natural is still there. Sunshine. I do, don't I? I do. I need the sun. Even like my ring light. So I was trying to take some pictures of it yesterday. I don't know if I can even get this light down. Like with ring lights. It wasn't doing it any justice. Now that looks even more ginger. So it is quite subtle. So I was just like, I have to wait until today in the sunshine before I can take pictures. And how the sun was shining on it. It's one of them to be more subtle. So we'll see how long it lasts. a great day today. It's going to be even warmer over the bank holiday weekend. I'm hoping maybe I can get out again and take more photos, but I've got so much photos to go through at the moment. I've got so many, and some videos as well. So I took some videos. I went out in my power armor. This is exclusive. I went out in my power armor today and my Nuka girl to take some pictures of me in the hair, and I was loving it in my power armor. I managed to put half of it on. I thought I could be bothered to put the legs on, because then it takes longer to try and get in and out of it, and then by myself as well. It was like, I shall do my best. Right, so that quest is done. I don't know, do we need to get some caps? We could generate some cabbage. We could probably do with some caps. Or I don't know what a lot is and what isn't a lot of caps in this. Oh, I can't find it now. Sweet and sour. Sweet and sour? Look at that. Swing rewards are a reward. What should we do? Oh, there's a price is this. That does sound like there is something. Technology? Oh, we could just roll, I guess. There is... I swear there's something. Like how much it is if you... Generate reward! Here we go. There we go. Generate a new side quest. Roll in each of the presented tables in the following order. Generate reward. Generate goal type, goal, and blocker. So we can roll. And we get a reward. There we go. Thank you. Right. I'm sure there is also a list of other things. Or should we stick to the reward one? As a reward. Right, let me... Okay, so we need to roll. Generate reward. Let's generate a reward. Should we generate a reward? Go. We've got 1. So the 1 is the NPC is unable to confirm what they can offer you, or the outcome of the quest itself is unknown. Mechanics reward. You roll again on this table, but okay. So when we come to do it, when gaining this reward, we roll again on this table, but add 10 to your result. Okay. Like a merchant trading spot, like a caravan. Money. And then there's one for like caps, cold hard caps that says purchase goods to sell, profit I just need to go between questions. And you've got, there's so much to this, but it's really quite good. And more money than I can pay to debtors. I need caps and quickly. I need help robbing the NPC. Okay, shit, spoils. So then we'll put this down. I'll put in the reward somewhere. And then
here we go. So, cheese,
cheese.
cheese, 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 cheese.
And we'll see what we get.
Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
I find important to that 21st. They made me community mod, which is just, oh, that's really cool. Oh, congrats. Oh, how exciting. We do have a Brahma Cavern NPC, so we could be linking with that. So anyways, it's a black market. It's like the dodgy backhanded wasteland stuff. You're like, where did you get this? Don't worry about it. Like, what NPC did you get this off? Don't worry about it. But how good that sound is. It's so good. So good. I swear there is no it somewhere. Artistic features as well. That's it, dude. Moose, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Ah, here we go. Value table. It was somewhere. Supplies. Chems. Caps. Armor. Loot tables. Here we go. These are loot tables. So we have found the loot tables. So do we get the loot table? So we can either change this, and then we find out what we get. Loot table. Whereas finding ammunition in Fallout is a valid experience with bullets and all manner of weapons. Okay, what else about ammo? Should we do the loot and we'll see what comes up? So we may change this. Loot generation table. If you're looking for a particular type of loot, you may roll twice and choose the result. So the loot. One ranged, what? Melee, thrown explosives, ammunition, armor, stack of supplies, chems, scrap, caps, oddity. Should we see what we get? 2. Okay, we get a ranged weapon. Alright, 168. So we have to roll again. 2 again. We get radiated. Get radiated missile launcher. We could have that, radiated missile launcher, or we roll that bit again. So we could either have, should I spell radiate? It's an A. Which would make sense if they are like meant to be civilians. Missile launcher. Alright, twice and choose the result. Or we get a stack of supplies, which is funny. Cram.
Put that cookie down now.
I think we should probably stick with the missile launcher. Or we get cram. Supplies. So do you think we should go for the missile launcher, or we've got cram? You gain a stack of supplies. This item is spent when the stack of supplies is used. Cram or missile launcher? Launcher? I thought it was going to be more like 10 pack or something, but it's just like, I'm presuming 1 gram. Launcher? Should we stick with the launcher? So that is then instead of the other thing. Well, what could that be? 194. That could be more fun. For argument's sake, let's just say we've done reward. We get +10, so we got 16. Chems. Okay, so we get the launcher. Should we keep the launcher? Or we can add 10, but then we might don't know what you're gonna get. We do. We haven't added it. I think we talked about it. Oh yeah, so the only thing I've got is personalised rolling pin, which is a melee weapon. Ginger flavoured stimpets because of healing properties. Got 3 of them. We have got a russet corroded 10mm pistol. With one presumes no ammo. Or does ammo automatically be assigned? Maybe we have got ammo. So I think we talked about you could have a biscuit junk jet. Or we changed the missile launcher to the biscuit junk jet because we can. Because we can. We could have a radiated biscuit junk jet. And we know if you're going to be firing out like, so in this junk jet you could get maybe like whisks, spoons, whatever. We even could just fire up ginger nuts, and that would just literally just, wouldn't they? Can sums up this campaign. It does, doesn't it? Should we stick to the missile launcher? Sticking to it. Should we stick to it? So we're here. Oh, we're not here anymore. We're gone from 19. Oh, do we go into Crest to 18? So we're coming up with like good kind of like stories. So we need to get to number 12. Should we try and work out how we attack? So we could go up to Caesar Salad. Now we've kind of got this missile launcher. We could do that. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Hey, money. Money. Maybe you automatically have ammo. There is a bit that says ammo somewhere. Mrs. Escape. Miscellaneous is what I'm the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for, but now I can't find it. Can't find what I'm looking for now. Oh well. Anyway, so at least we found the loot table. Oh, I thought it had ammunition. Not that I can see. So we can either go up or we can go across to 18. I'm trying to go up. We're definitely developing a good story. Just when you go blank, you're going, I know it's in here somewhere. Where was the table? I know when you see it, I can see it in my head, but I don't know where it is. It's like that. So we're gonna go in. So we're gonna try and see if we can. We'll go up to 15. Endure. We have to go in. So. Take the encounter. Alright, taking action. Determine danger. So should we go up to 15 and we'll just see how this goes again. Danger place. Danger take safe actions. However, the answer to any of the questions is yes. Did the encounter role apply danger or threat? Did the location I am in have a truth that applies? Yeah, I mean, it's all just danger. Inactive danger and may only make dangerous actions. Instead, they will only be able to take actions that remove the threat from the situation or otherwise make the encounter safe. Dangerous actions. So here we go. We can either de-escalate, trying to reason with your foe. Oppose, try to use force to defeat your foe. Oh, I need to put this in here. We have a radiated missile launcher. Oh, that's what we get after. It's on the quest. Outwit, try. Use cunning, defeat your foe. Try to just get location and encounter. Should we just go in? We could use force. 138. See, there's our foe. So from here, in this section we outline the various pick-apart actions available to you during your take action. Refer to skill tests. It's not action function if you need to refresh at any point. Dangerous, outwit, de-escalate. We have gone for oppose. Take aim and fire upon the enemy, or take up the Ripper and tear the throat. I mean, that's quite a way. That's quite a way. You can take the Ripper out. Pose, focus with X. Now, I do need that page. Let's go in there. Which then it tells you how to work out where. I'm sure I've got to find it. I feel like I wasn't here. Skill test. Target number. To make a skill test, you gather up your 220-sided dice and determine the target number. This is where it gets a bit. 11 and 18. Target number is determined by the wasteland wonder by the skill you are using to acquire the skill test and is equal to the character rank of the skill in the governing entry. So a character with survival of 4 and endurance of 9. Target skill 13. Survival is 4. Endurance is 7. So that's 11. So we'd have a target number of, say we would have 11. So our target number is, I think we can keep this down, so once you determine your target number, roll your d20. For each die that shows equal result to or less than your target, you gain 1 success. Okay. 5, so we've got 1. If you gain success equal to or greater than you pass this and achieve your goal. If you're not gaining enough success, so you have to pass both. This is fair and you suffer consequences of that failure. Traditionally, simply not succeeding is consequence enough, however in some situations that would be greater. Attempt to achieve your goal. Critical success. Complication is generated when you roll a 20 on your d20, otherwise it's a natural 20, just to fit the number of success rolled. So we get a consequence. When you fail a skill test, there is always consequences. Failing to shoot a frenzied raider, charging away slightly. Consequence of that raid is smacking with a large piece of metal. I mean, fair enough. Whew. Excuse me. We're gonna figure this one out and then we'll see how long I can last for. Now, consequences that happen when your character fails a skill test and repercussions. As noted, the 2 examples above consequences are normally intermediate. Payback for failing course of action often removal of your goal or version of it. Starting the process of taking a skill test, you will normally already know what happens. Should you fail, however, remember that this is a story. No story should end because the hero failed to unlock a door. Well, we don't know. Could be failing. Failing is a common term in tabletop role-playing games, meaning that even when we fail, we should still advance the story in some way. You should ask yourself how that could affect any failures your character encounters. For example, failing a repair check to fix up an almost a handy breaks the robot but allows the character to find the manufacturer's address on the inside of the chassis. Now, this failure is expanded into a potential side quest. Okay, so we're getting quite good sort of quests going on. So it's a skill test. Check a 1, 2, 2. Okay, so actions written in this book is do so. Check over the list of actions on page 22. These actions are the correct ways of determining answers to common situations. I just feel like we kind of looped round, but it is good fun how we are slowly plodding away. So we're filling in some squares. I must admit my brain is feeling quite fried right now, just in general quite tired as well. Main thing, but we have made progress at least, so I'm kind of tempted before we take it any further because my brain's just read that like, what, I'm so tired. So maybe it's a good point to end there, like a little short one. I think before we continue, because I am so tired. It feels like we need a good brain. We need a good brain function. So it was good. So we've kind of moved on. We've created a new settlement. We've got other bits that we need to get to. So we have to work our way across to it as yet. So, I mean, we can come back to this yet. And it is quite hot as well. He's making me tired as well. It is quite hot still, isn't it? So we have options, because I will be here to stream on Sunday and Tuesday, and then there'll be no streams until June. There's no way I'll be able to fit in the stream into it on Wednesday or Thursday night at all next week, because I'm going off to UKGE. So we can always revisit this again on Sunday if you'd like. We can go back and do some Warhammer, but maybe I'm kind of feeling like we can maybe pick this up again on Sunday if you feel like that's a good idea, and then we can do Tabletop Tuesday as per normal. So Sunday fun day, usually from 9, and then we do Tabletop Tuesday on Tuesday. Streaming Fizboo for EKG. Help me with this, please. I should, you know, and just be like, my brain is too fried how you like do an interaction. So I just haven't had the chance to even read this and get my head around that bit yet of interaction. It's there, but then I'm like, okay, what? I need to understand the table of it. So, and it's just like I'm feeling super tired. I'm literally so ready for bed. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like from here, so you have the pick a path. So you there's something very similar. I saw it, now I can't find it. There was a breakdown on how you get, I swear it was in yellow. It had the breakdown, how that, I was like, that's a really important page number, but I didn't write the page number down. Similar to that. Then it gives you then action points. Then we're going into people who don't exist. So then you'd have to go to for example on the Brotherhood. So initiate. So it says the aggressive. So you'd have to roll to see which one it gets. So for example this creature. So initiate. Whilst use of power armor are the most iconic element of the Brotherhood's forces, they're also boast markers, or boast ranks of light armored foot troops. These initiates prefer to fire at their enemies from range if they survive long enough attained esteemed rank of knight. So it's a threat level 1. Then we go to the aggressive, and you get to choose which one they are. So we've got a 2. So they have a laser rifle, so their damage is 2. Prepared foe with a higher threat rating takes on action. Initiate may make their cautious action. So things like that I'm like, I've got to figure out. But maybe we come back to this on Sunday, because I'm so excited. I should be so much better on this weekend because of what is going on, shall we say. So I'm quite happy to end it there if you guys are, because I'm like really am ready to go to bed. We know when you've got to do other things before you can get to bed. I just made my bed before I went live as well. I'm here every stream, even if I sometimes lurk. I appreciate the lurk, I really do. It's great that fun that everyone can just come join and really like have fun with it. So maybe we'll come back to this on Sunday. It gives me something to do as well. Hopefully I can read a bit more of it. So I'll keep that there. And so then we can really start an interaction. I could always have like a little plan and we can do it together sort of thing as well. And then we'll be back for Tabletop Tuesday instead of doing more, because we're going to be missing out for a while on this. So let's do this again on Sunday night. And then we'll do Tabletop Tuesday, and that'll be the last stream of May, and then we're entering June. Because then I won't be here Friday or the Sunday. Friday to Monday, even even I will be not here, so I won't be able to do a stream the Wednesday night. Definitely not the Thursday night before I go leave to get to Birmingham. For the weeks I made it to the end of a stream. Been too sleepy myself lately. I am absolutely whacked out right now, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes like my brain can't really function much more, unfortunately. Well, we got a little bit more of a story behind us. That's more important. We had a great chat. That's also really important. So we'll come back to this on Sunday. Probably more likely about 9, and then we'll do Tabletop Tuesday. I have bought some more Krieg. I bought some more units of Krieg as well. So they were from the second-hand, well, like a little games place I went to the other day. They do second-hand, and they are literally second-hand because 2 of them haven't got any hands or weapons. But I've got lots on sprue. But I'm pretty sure they will be in the boxes, so they might have like a bits box to find them in. So it's just, they had like boxes and boxes of like Space Marines and things. It's incredible. I review as well. I think everyone's suffering from all this heat because it's just Sunny just really spiked. So I think this is where we need to end. It's a good thing to end. I think once the map is finished, I might should design it a little. I'm just really interested. That's how I'm kind of finding, like, I just want to go along and then like just get every square, and then maybe like, so we have a square with each story. This is how, like, in my head, instead of you can play it as you go for one square battle, move on. I'm kind of thinking filling each square. Tickle at my throat then. And then roll, and then we can fast travel. So we could be like, right, we've got an enemy at number 15. We need to do that quest. Like, if we're even too tired to even just to go, right, we'll just do a square at a time, linking in. I'm like, I can't even feel like going, it's number 18 right now, and we've got some story already for it. Which I know is a bit like, oh, crazy, it's a short stream. Oh dear. I think that would be quite fun to do. So, long way off, but hopefully we can crack on a bit more on Sunday. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This song sounds a bit like, reminds me of The Sims on is it Sims 4 on DS, where you have like alien invasion. It sounded like that. You have a radio station on it. Oh my days. Right, I'm gonna put my links in here, so feel free to follow. As I said, there'll be coming up lots of other content now with my new photos. So I'm really excited to post all them, and then I will be putting about UKGE as well, which is next weekend. Right. Let's have a look. When you like time for sleep, time for sleep, time for sleep. Oh, there's quite a few good people on. Oh, are we thinking going into continue? We've got to continue onto the Fallout. Oh, I raided you recently. I think it was something to raid. I'm thinking of raiding someone who is doing Fallout. Could be the same category, to be fair. I just put 76 because that's the thing that Twitch ultimately tells me. You are playing 76. I mean, there was somebody who... Oh, they've got quite a few. No more cows. They're called cookie screams. or any suggestions. I just thought maybe if it's like Fallout. People playing for 4. Is whom we can raid into someone. Who's doing 4? I'm trying to. I've got somebody 76, 76, 76. Which I don't think this person we haven't raided in a while. You can always raid into that person. 4, which I think we've raided that person fairly recent. I know it tells you within 30 days, but fairly recent. And something else doing. Well, they're not streaming yet. We could always raid into someone who's doing a bit of 76. They are over in the I can't think what it's called right now. The new side of the map. Should we go into them? Dank Knight. Should we go into them? Oh, I can't think I've raided them for a while. Especially because I've just seen that they've gone to the new side of the map as well. So we'll go there. I can't think what it's called. You know what I mean when you see it. You know what I mean? I can't think what it's called. The new side on the west side of the map. Burning Springs? That sounds quite familiar. I think. But yeah. Something like that. Let's go and raid into them. But thank you everyone for coming in. I would be a little bit more productive if I wasn't so tired, and it's also quite warm still, and then I still got to go and put like food away. Great. That's Ohio update. That new bit that came in, I mean I haven't played 76 for a while since we've been doing this. We had like Walton Goggins, and it's like the crazy part of the map on the west side. This person is running around as an Irish boy, I think. Really cool. But thank you, until next time. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone coming in, being interactive. I absolutely love it. Thank you for the follow as well. So we'll be back on Sunday, probably more 9 o'clock UK time, so quite similar to tonight. So we're coming back to it. Hopefully I'm a little bit more with it by then. And then we'll be back for Tabletop Tuesday doing more Warhammer and playing more Warhammer on Tuesday. So take care and see you all on Sunday. Bye!